Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Young Legend. Welcome back to another video. Today, guys, I have a special one for you. Today, I'm bringing you guys behind the scenes, or as I like to call it, the makings of Made in a Day Part 1. This is the album that comes out after Made into a Day Prelux. This is the Part 2 album. I wanted to do this one first because I'm still working on Made into a Day Prelux. I haven't yet got everything situated and stuff for that, but for the most part, I have started working on Made in a Day Part 1. This has 5 tracks already complete. I have 3 verses for it. For this video today, I am bringing you guys the makings of 4 out of the 20 tracks I have. So the tracks that I'll be going over today is On My Back, Off My Back, Off Season, and Can't Touch Me. I believe they are tracks 9, 10, 11, and 12, I think. I can't really check anything right now because I have the whole track list on my phone. But for now, let's get right into it. So the way I do these, I like to come on YouTube and I like to pick out a beat selection. I use the beats off YouTube, of course, because the way I do this, so that way I don't get interrupted by any ads. I made sure to go onto the website where I can block ads. It's pretty simple. You just go into like Google Chrome or whatever it is, and then you type in like an ad blocker, and then from there you gotta go to add extension. And then once you do that, you hop on YouTube and you shouldn't be getting ads. This is how I block out all my ads. But today, we will be working on 4 tracks. I'll probably show you guys the beats I'll probably use for this album. I don't want to give out too much lyrics, otherwise I'll be teasing an album that has not yet dropped. This album is supposed to come out in March, which is about 2 more months away. So I still have a lot of development to do for this album. But for now, we are going to be covering some of the beats that I might use. So without further ado, let's listen to some beats and see which ones I want to choose. Whenever I go for beats, I want to go for like some like trap instrumental, something that's kind of like, which one is it? Something kind of like this one. Let's go over these beats. Let's see here. How is it? Okay, so just from hearing the first, what was it, like 10, 20 seconds of the beat, that might be a possible beat I use on these tracks. So let's see here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jot down some lyrics over here real quick. Trying to think. This is for that track On My Back. Usually what I like to do whenever I make these tracks, I always like to figure out what lyrics I can tie into making a certified track, whatever it is. And then I always like to incorporate at least 2-3 verses per track. I've always been going for 3 verses because I just feel like that's like a suitable number. Let's see here. could I use? I'm just gonna create some lyrics off the top. I'm not gonna. I don't wanna spoil any lyrics. Let's see. All right, so there we go. I got a little bit of lyrics jotted down right there. This is for verse 1, and then we'll have 2 more verses. So then over here, then you have verse 2, and then you have verse 3. So then verse 3 right there. So yeah, pretty much this is what I like to do. I always like to come on here, I like to find a beat, and then from there I decide what lyrics can I put on here to do that. So far I have about 5 or so lines filled up on my notebook here. I'm not trying to spoil any lyrics, because I want you guys to wait until I drop either teasers or snippets to these tracks, because in the future, once my album drops, once we get closer to the release date of Made in a Day Part 1, I will then be dropping more info about it, like the total amount of tracks, like the track length. I'll start posting snippets and stuff, but for now, this is what we got, just this little part right here. And then we'll do the same for Off My Back, Off Season, and Can't Touch Me. So then come over here, we gotta look at a beat. So this is the beat I might use. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna make this track. I think if I want to make this a good length, I'm probably gonna make it like 4 minutes. I'll say about 4 minutes 20 seconds. Just keep it a bare minimum. And then over here, we're gonna come over here and look at Off My Back. That is the other track I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna check out this beat real quick. Okay, yeah, that sounds a little bit more Bad Meets Evil vibes right there, with the trap sound right there. I think now that sounds like a devil beat, like a beat that you would hear from the devil himself, well, Satan, whatever it is. That sounds like a cool beat to use. And then for that track, I think I might do it. I already said 420 for that track. I want to go maybe about 3 minutes 35 seconds, just to keep a fair thing here. And then there we go. I just had to put down my track times, like how long I want to make these tracks. So for On My Back, we have 4 minutes 20 seconds. I feel like that's a good length. And then off my back, we have 3 minutes and 35 seconds. I feel like that'd be a fair length. I think on my notes page I have all the track times I have on there. I think some of the tracks on there are like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Because like I mentioned in previous videos, I wanted to make sure that my tracks were, my albums were roughly 48 minutes to, what was I gonna say, 48 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes. I feel like that's a good length. All right, and then we have Off My Back, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna go over here. I'll go over here. This. Verse 1. All right, and then we got verse 1 right there. So yeah, it looks like, yeah, this is like a new type of video for you guys, cause usually when I did the making type of videos, I think before I would just hop on here. I would just go on a random beat, and I would start rapping snippets, like start rapping. And I would do like random snippets of tracks, and then when you guys hear the tracks, it'd be like completely different lyrics. But since for this album, I wanted to do like every single track, I wanted to do 3 verses, all written lyrics, just to make the album sound more professional. Because that's usually what rappers do. They like to do this music stuff where they make sure they have all written lyrics. Unfortunately, I don't have a mic, so that kind of sucks. Another thing too, I don't have a camera either, so I can't go out out in public and film music videos to stuff. Otherwise, I would be doing that right now. But that does remind me, pretty soon I will be doing vlogs, like IRL content. I'm gonna try to get that. I'm hopefully trying to incorporate that soon. Maybe next month or March. Maybe do IRL content. I haven't found the right time to do that yet, but I need to come up with lyrics for that track. For the most part, since I just realized I'm trying to incorporate lyrics that I could write down for these 4 tracks I was gonna mention. For now, I'm gonna put down the track times, and then we're gonna keep this video at least in the 15-minute mark. I don't want to make this video too long because I might do multiple parts. I know the next video I have coming out tomorrow sometime, I think, is the Made into a Day Prelux album makings video, where we're gonna do the same concept. We're gonna check out some beats that I might use, and then we're gonna figure out what we got going on. But the difference with that album is that album has no written lyrics. I decided for that album I was gonna do off the top lyrics, like come up with crazy lyrics. There'd be no written lyrics, no verses, no nothing. It'd be like the good old days. But off season, I think I have it down. I'm gonna make this track a little longer, about 5:45, and then Can't Touch Me. This one should be, we're gonna say 4 minutes and 45 seconds, but I don't think that's gonna be the actual length. You guys will find out the actual length when I drop the actual album. But yeah, for the most part, this is what I have so far. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys drop a like, smash that button, turn on notifications. It has been your boy, Youngest Legend, and I'll see you guys Friday. And I'll see you guys in the video. Peace out.